They're definitely chasing the big profile of a gar.
These are beautiful big fish. Look at that paddle glide.
Now, there's the hook in the nose. Oh, this is a big fish too, mate.
Have a look at that for a monster flatty. Oh, right there. G'day folks, welcome back to my lure box. In today's video, I've got a cracker for you. My paddle glides are on fire in the dams at the moment. There's some big gar getting around in the bays and I'm going to show you how I like to fish them. A whole lot of barra action to come. Let's get into the video. I've just seen some garfish following in my lure, so I'm going to try and match what I've seen coming in. This gar imitation of the paddle glide is exactly that, so I'm just going to switch up, see if they want this. So there we go, nice big gar presentation. Just see if they're after something a little bit bigger. You can cover a lot of water with these big paddle glides too. The whole concept with these paddle glides, it's got a level fall at rest, but it's a big lure. You can cast at long distances, get away from the boat. And then if anything's looking for that big gar or a mullet or a big pike, this thing's got the perfect profile. I think this is going to get it done. Give it a couple more in there. It's got an insane body roll to it. Yeah. All right, we're going to drift in a little further. Something you can do with this paddle glide too, when you've got an idea of the depth, you can just let it sit and sink down. It's going to sink level, okay? It's unlike a lot of baits, and then you can start your retrieve. And often barra are going to go and fight. Yeah, oh, just got it. That was it. Yeah, I'm on. He's come back again. There we go. Often the barra are going to come to the splash. That's exactly what I was hoping would happen. Yeah. These paddle glides, when there's gar around, they are just super dominant. There's so many hook points too that they're exactly what you want when you get those big fish on. Yeah, come here, Barry. Oh, it's a beautiful fish too. Yep. Yeah. Right up in the shallows. There we go. Yes. Paddle glide does it again. I'm gonna net this fish because it's sort of caught up in all the There you go, mate. That's it. Yeah. Alright. Now, these barra can be a bit of a handful.
See him, that'll all click back into gear and we'll go again. They're definitely chasing the big profile of a gar. Got my barra. All right, see you, buddy. I think that was like second or third cast. And there's the paddle glide. Now everything just clicks back into shape. So you can fish it again. There we go, like that. And that's it, big gar presentation. Alright, I'll keep throwing this, I reckon. If she's working and they're dialed in for it, this could make it really interesting. I'm going to put that plonk back down again, I reckon. So that's the idea. I'm just going to repeat exactly what I did the last time. So I'll let it sink down, sort of to that depth. I know it's about 6 foot in there. This thing takes about 5 seconds per metre. So I wanted to be about mid-water. Those barra want to feed up, and if they're sitting on top of that weed, it's going to come about a foot over the top of his head. Whooshka. One more shot. Now I'm going to show you a technique that you can do with these paddle glides that's really good just under the surface. So what you can do, if you're holding your rod tip up, you can wake bait it for Murray cod or whatever, but my favourite retrieve when I'm chasing fish like barramundi is just under the surface with this thing. So what you can do is you can just rod tip down, and that'll give it enough to keep it just under the surface, and that means there's a profile. Yep. Oh, I got hit then. There's a big boil out there. They can see it. They're looking up. They want that surface feed, but if it's breaking the surface, they're a little bit more timid. I'm going to go back and see if I can get him again. Right on cue, mate. And they're perfectly balanced so that you can actually get like a medium speed retrieve up, and that sends out a pulse. You're going to feel it through the rod, and it's got an incredible calling action. The body roll and the pulse out of the tail is super effective for calling fish in. Generally I like to strike up, but this technique with your rod tip to hold, yep, got it, there it is. It's so effective. Yes. Oh, again. Oh, smaller barra, micro barra. That's the paddle glides, insanely effective. Anywhere where there's big gar, I've caught Murray cod, big flathead, dewies, barra. And there's a couple of the tips on how to throw it, how to retrieve it, what you can just vary up. The long cast, when I'm throwing it, just to soften that landing, I just pull it up just before it lands. And that I do that with basically all of my lures. And the reason is, a lighter landing where you orient the lure back towards you when a fish lands, it doesn't turn and then swim backwards like that. It lands and keeps going. So you want to do that with your lure. There you go. Hopefully you can see that. It's coming in just under the surface. Yep, oh, biggie. He was much bigger. Again, rod tip down just under the surface. Whoa. He's thrown the hooks around too. Jeez, they want this thing. And there's no rod tip movement with this. What you're doing is you're bringing the rod tip down and you're just cranking through. So you're using the cranking, the torquing power of your reel. These Shimano Vanfords are really good for this. The MGL spool, they're really easy to get reeling, so it's not as hard work as with other reels. And then you're just medium speed under the surface like that. And that is so natural as a presentation for a big gari. Now you can do this presentation even with flathead over the shallows. You can just rod tip down and wind this at a medium speed, and it's the trigger of the tail and the body roll. The big profile has a crazy drawing power. Anything that hunts down big garies under the surface, this is the ideal presentation. You've just got to get that hook set right, and it's a bit of a challenge when they're coming in. There's wind blowing the line around. You try and get the line out of the wind, and when it hits, you got to rip into it. Yeah, oh, again. Oh. There's garies out the front there. When it was glassing out, they were actually following these lures in. They were chasing my lures in. So I went away from that barra burner for a little bit. I might go back to it just on dart, but I went away from it and I tried to match this gar. And boy, are they after it now. Let's see if we can pull one more. See. I'm watching that lure as we're going. You're looking for a bow wave up behind. It's right up near the surface. You're almost using it like it's just a subsurface lure. Got it. That's a fish. Oh, can I keep the hooks in one, please? My God. I don't mind because the action is thick and fast. It would be nice to get another one in. Sweet, just pop it all back into gear. Let's go. It's crazy. Come on, Barra. Boy, there goes a gari. You might have just seen that. That was a gari. I spooked it, I think, with the line, which if they're acting like that, you know it's game on. Now, part of the design with these paddle glides, you'll notice my paddling tail lures, they've got upturned tails, and that allows it to give it a level fall at rest. But what it also means is the balance of this, with the way I've designed it, you can bring this in a lot quicker than other unweighted paddle tails. They want that little bit quicker retrieve. You know, if you just go slow roll, I don't know if it's going to really get their attention as much as this going under the surface. You know, it's not super fast. I'm just sort of winding it in. It's steady. But I've designed it so that it can handle that, and you're not going to find other plastics that can do it unweighted. Oh, I'm just going to drift for a little bit. Keep going down into this bait. Come on, Barra. You can do this stuff at night too. Like at the moment, you might have seen like the size of these fish. They're not the real big ones. And there will be some big ones in here, but it's more likely under the cover of darkness that those bigger fish are going to bring themselves up into these zones and sort of patrol around at night. Have a look. The way that it's sitting now, it's more likely that it's going to be more numbers of those smaller fish, but they're still a hell of a lot of fun. And when the dam is really difficult to fish, it's always worth trying to work a bite out. Oh, right there. It's crazy. It's almost like they got a sense that it's coming to the boat. It's about to jump in the boat. So often you got to retrieve right the way to the boat, eh? All right, folks, I'm going to leave it there. I'll just show you, these are available as well. Okay, so you can get the paddle glide replacement rigging. If you want to rig the third one or replace your rigging, you can buy these in these packs on my website and in the stores that are supporting my stuff now. It's all really strong and it's perfectly sized and everything for your paddle glides, your barra burners. It even fits the soft glide, the unweighted one. And then my SG 160s that are coming, it's going to fit those as well. It's all part of an ecosystem so that when you get the rigging, you can retrofit it to my stuff or other plastics. Okay, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.